All right, so we're diving into something pretty big today, the law of attraction.
Yeah, it's one of those things everyone's heard of.
Right, like attracts, like you get what you put out there, that kind of thing.
Exactly, but is it real or is it just, I don't know.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, wishful thinking.
So we've got all this stuff people sent in. So those classic law of attraction books, then a YouTube script that breaks it all down, and even some, well...
personal stories.
Yeah, like people saying it worked for them. What I'm wondering is there actually something to this? Or are we all just chasing rainbows?
Well, the thing about the law of attraction is it's not just about, thinking positive. It goes deeper.
Oh.
Yeah, it talks about like vibrational frequencies.
Okay, hold on. Vibrational frequency.
Basically, the idea is that our thoughts, our feelings, they all give off a kind of energy, and that energy attracts similar energy back to us.
So like if you're putting out negative vibes.
You're going to attract more negativity.
I see.
Think of it like tuning a radio. You tune into a certain frequency, you get those specific stations. Same with our thoughts, tune into negativity, get more of that.
So it's not just think happy thoughts and everything will be great.
Not quite. It's about recognizing those negative thoughts and consciously choosing to reframe them.
This kind of reminds me of that garden analogy from that YouTube script we got.
Right, like you don't just wish for a beautiful garden, you got to plant the seeds, nurture them, create the right environment.
Exactly. You're not going to get roses if you're planting weeds.
Exactly. It's not magic, it's about cultivating the right conditions for what you want to grow. And Neville Goddard, he really hit on this idea of cultivating the right mindset, aligning your energy with what you want.
Oh, I think I've heard of him.
He said something like, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled.
Assume the feeling. So it's not just about thinking, I want this, but really feeling like you already have it.
Exactly, like embodying that feeling, that state of being. And that's where things start to get interesting, because the YouTube script, it gives some examples of people who supposedly used this to achieve some pretty amazing things.
Okay, like what?
So there's this one, it talks about Sarah. She wanted to open her own cafe.
Sounds nice.
Right? And she used visualization, affirmations, all that. She spent time each day picturing it, like really vividly imagining every detail. The smell of the coffee, the customers, the feeling of running her own place.
And she actually opened her cafe?
Yep.
Huh. But, I mean, couldn't that just be coincidence?
Maybe. But then there's Kim Carrey.
Oh, yeah. The actor.
Years before he was famous, like way back, he wrote himself a check. $10 million, dated it for Thanksgiving 1995.
Wow, okay.
And he carried it around in his wallet, visualizing himself achieving that level of success. And guess what?
He became a famous actor.
He hit that level of success by Thanksgiving 1995, the exact date on the check. Now, I don't know, coincidence, maybe, but it's a pretty interesting story.
Those stories are pretty inspiring. But at the same time, are we only hearing about the people it worked for?
You're getting at something important there. It's called survivorship bias. We see the successes, but we don't see all the people who tried this stuff and it didn't work out. Like looking at lottery winners and assuming everyone who buys a ticket wins.
Yeah, good point. So those stories, they're interesting, but...
not exactly scientific evidence.
Right. Okay, so we've talked about the theory that vibrational frequencies and all that, and we've heard some pretty wild anecdotes. But let's say someone's listening to this and thinking, all right, I'm intrigued, but where do I even start?
Well, luckily, this YouTube script we have, it lays out a pretty clear 5-step process for actually, applying the law of attraction.
Go 5 steps. Lay on me.
So step 1 is clarity. You got to be super clear about what you want.
Right. None of us like, I want to be happy, but...
Exactly. Specific, measurable. Like, I want to start my own bakery by next year, or I want to run a marathon in under 4 hours. Whatever it is, you got to define it.
Okay, so you got to set your GPS, so to speak. Got it. What's step 2?
Visualization. And I don't mean just kind of daydreaming about it. This is about spending dedicated time, like every day, really picturing yourself achieving that goal.
So, like, if I want to open that bakery.
Yeah, you close your eyes, imagine yourself in that bakery. Smell fresh bread, hear the chatter of customers, see the smile on your face when you hand someone their order. All of it.
Make it real in your mind.
Right. And the thing is, this isn't just some ooh stuff. There's actual psychology behind this. When you repeatedly visualize something, you're basically programming your subconscious mind.
So you start to believe it's possible.
Exactly. And that belief can be a powerful motivator. Then comes step 3, and this is a big one, Anshin.
So it's not enough to just sit around visualizing all day.
Nope. You gotta put in the work. The universe might open the door, but you gotta be the one to walk through it.
I like that. Makes sense.
Remember Sarah from the cafe story? Visualization gave her the drive, but she still had to take baking classes, write a business plan, all that. Action, guided by the vision.
Gotcha. Action. So what's next?
Step 4, affirmations.
Affirmations. Those positive self-talk things.
Yep. It's about replacing those negative thoughts with statements that reinforce what you want to achieve.
So instead of, I'm never going to get this done, it's,
I am capable, I am making progress, I am attracting success, stuff like that.
so you're basically rewiring your brain to think positively.
You got it. And what's really cool is that, there's actually research on this. Repeating these affirmations can actually change the way your brain is wired.
No way. Science backing up the law of attraction. That's wild. Okay, so we got clarity, visualization, action, affirmations. What's the fifth and final step?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay. Explain.
It's about being thankful for what you already have. Even if you haven't reached your big goal yet, there are things to be grateful for. Your health, your loved ones, even just the fact that you're alive another day.
I see. So even if our aspiring baker hasn't opened their dream shop yet, they could be grateful for their passion for baking, right? Or the fact that they have an oven.
Exactly. And the thing is, gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It actually shifts your whole energy, your whole focus.
From lack to abundance.
You got it. And there are studies that show that practicing gratitude regularly can have all sorts of benefits.
Like what?
Less stress, better sleep, even some physical health benefits.
Wow. Okay, so we have our 5 steps. Clarity, visualization, action, affirmations, and gratitude. But let's be real, life doesn't always go as planned. Are there any, potential downsides to this law of attraction stuff? Anything we should be careful about?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The script actually points out a few potential pitfalls.
Like what?
Well, one is negativity.
Yeah, negativity can be a real drag.
It is, and it's so easy to fall into those negative thought patterns, especially when things aren't happening as quickly as we'd like.
So what do you do? How do you combat that?
It's about becoming aware of those negative thoughts and consciously choosing to reframe them.
Give me an example.
So instead of thinking, I'm never going to achieve this, try shifting it to, this might take some time, but I'm committed to making it happen.
Oh, that's good.
Right? It's about choosing a more empowering perspective.
Okay, so negativity, watch out for that. What else?
Impatience.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one for me. I want everything right now.
Right. We live in a world of instant gratification, but the thing is, manifestation, it often takes time.
Patience is a virtue, they say.
It is. It's about trusting the process, having faith that things are unfolding in their own time. And that can be hard, but it's important.
So don't give up if you don't see results right away. Got it. Anything else?
Yeah, the last big pitfall, and this might be the biggest one of all, is passivity.
Passivity. What do you mean?
The law of attraction, it's not about just sitting back, visualizing, and expecting things to magically fall into your lap.
Oh, so you can't just make a vision board and then sit on the couch eating potato chips all day.
Haha, well, you can do that, but it's not going to get you very far. You got to take action. Law of attraction is about aligning your energy, yes, but it's also about taking inspired action.
So it's like the universe might give you the opportunity, but...
You got to seize it, put in the effort, be willing to work towards your goals.
So it's not a magic wand.
More like a compass, I'd say.
A compass.
Yeah, it points you in the right direction, but you still got to navigate the terrain, make choices, put one foot in front of the other.
I love that. That's a great way to put it. As we've been going through all this live attraction stuff, I keep coming back to this idea of mindset. It's not just about wanting something really, really badly. It's about actually believing you can have it, right?
Yeah, totally. You hit the nail on the head. It's not about forcing the universe to do what you want.
More like getting yourself in sync with it.
Exactly. Aligning yourself. And that all starts with understanding how powerful our thoughts and beliefs really are.
So if you're walking around thinking, I'm not good enough or I'll never be able to do that.
You're kind of putting up roadblocks.
Even if you're taking action, trying to make things happen.
Yep. Those beliefs, they create a conflict, like trying to put a square peg in a round hole, it just doesn't fit.
So how do you change that if you've got these deep down beliefs that aren't helping?
It takes work, for sure. But there are things you can do. One of the things the script talks about is affirmations.
Right, affirmations. But not just generic ones.
Right. They got to be specific to you, targeted at those beliefs that are holding you back. So instead of, I'm not good enough, it's, I am capable, I am worthy, I am deserving.
Powerful stuff.
And you can't just say them. You got to feel them.
Really believe it.
Exactly. It's like rewiring your brain.
Okay, so affirmations. What else can help shift those beliefs?
Gratitude.
Oh yeah, we touched on that earlier.
It's super important. Not just about feeling good, but it actually changes your focus.
Instead of thinking about what you don't have.
You're focusing on what you do have, appreciating the good stuff.
Makes sense. So affirmations, gratitude. What else can our listeners do to start using the law of attraction in their own lives?
The YouTube script mentions vision boards. It might sound kind of cheesy, but
He kind of does.
I know. But it can be really powerful. It's about taking your goals, those things you want to attract, and making them visual.
So like pictures from magazines, inspirational quotes.
Exactly. Make a collage, whatever works for you. And the key is to put it somewhere you'll see it every day. A constant reminder of what you're working towards.
Keeps those goals front and center.
Right. And don't just glance at it. Spend some time really looking at it, feeling those emotions, picturing yourself already living that reality.
Like a mini visualization session every time you see it.
Yep. Another thing the script talks about is surrounding yourself with positive influences.
Good people, good vibes.
Exactly. Supportive friends, inspiring mentors, books, podcasts.
Anything that lifts you up.
Yeah, and steer clear of the stuff that brings you down. Create an environment that nourishes your dreams.
Makes sense.
And, remember, this law of attraction thing, it's not a one-time thing. It's a journey. You're going to hit bumps in the road.
Things aren't always going to go perfectly.
Exactly, but it's about how you handle those bumps. When you hit a setback, it's not a sign that it's not working. It's just
part of the process.
Yeah, an opportunity to learn, to adjust course. And remember, you're not alone in this. There are tons of people out there who've used these principles to create amazing things.
I've really enjoyed this deep dive. We've covered a lot. The law of attraction, it's not about sitting back and wishing for things to happen. It's about,
taking charge.
Yeah, taking charge, creating your own reality.
Well said. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your life.
And approaching it all with,
an open mind.
Yeah, an open mind. And maybe a little bit of optimism?
Definitely a little bit of optimism.
So to everyone listening, we hope this is giving you some food for thought. Maybe you're ready to give some of these law of attraction techniques a try. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
Enjoy the ride.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.